When we walk with the Lord in the light of His Word, what a glory He sheds on our way. While we do His good will, He abides with us still, and with all who will trust and obey. Trust and obey, for there's no other way to be happy in Jesus but to trust and obey. Not a shadow can rise, not a cloud in the skies, but His mouth quickly drives it away. Not a doubt nor a fear, not a sign nor a tear, can abide while we trust and obey.
Trust and obey, for there's no other way to be happy in Jesus, but to trust and obey.
Not a burden we bear, not a sorrow we share, but our toil He does richly repay. Not a grief nor a loss, not a frown nor a cross, but is blessed if we trust and obey.
Trust and obey, for there's no other way to be happy in Jesus but to trust and obey.
But we never can prove the delights of His love until all on the altar we lay. For the favor He shows and the joy He bestows are for them who will trust and obey. Trust and obey, for there's no other way to be happy in Jesus but to trust and obey. Then in fellowship sweet, we will sit at His feet, or will walk by His side in the way. What He says we will do, where He says we will go. Never fear, only trust and obey. Trust and obey, for there's no other way to be happy in Jesus but to trust and obey.
The hymn Trust and Obey was written by John Sammis, a Presbyterian minister and hymn writer in 1887, and later the lyrics was composed by Daniel Toner, a famous music director around that time. The inspiration of this hymn was firstly brought to Toner when he was joining an evangelistic meeting. And during the meeting, he heard a young man stood up and shared his spiritual journey during the revival services. The young man said, "I'm not quite sure, but I'm going to trust, and I'm going to obey." Toner was deeply struck by the simplicity and power of that statement. He immediately wrote it down and sent the idea to his friend John Sammis. And Sammis wrote the verses, and Toner composed the melody. And soon after that, the song became very popular in the Christian world. Just like the chorus says, trust and obey, for there's no other way to be happy in Jesus but to trust and obey. Children, do you know that the Bible actually says the same in the book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 5 and 6. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart. Lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways, acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path. My dear children, I hope you enjoyed this song and also this brief introduction. Let us trust and obey our Lord Jesus today, for he is the way to the true happiness in our lives.